was in a tree. The force of my coattails dragged us to our feet. Being moaned, precious tone, rolled on through. Bones and me, set this free. Now they won't
All right, welcome to the Bones and B Banter Hour. After a week off since B was busy, excuse the pun, but it's true.
Well, yeah, I was busy, and it was fireworks as well, so I had something, that was planned. So, but yes, I'm glad to be back. And what have you been up to? Come on, tell me, Brian. What have you been doing?
Been pretty busy because now I have a show every Sunday morning. It's pre-recorded on ISX radio. So now I can have double the workload through the week because I got to find songs for that show as well as NMS.
Oh, crikey!
So it's not a big deal because I don't mirror NMS because that's just kind of taking a shortcut and cheap way out. So the songs are different, but just trying to figure a way to line up probably. But it's still a lot of fun. I still have a good time doing it. So it's just one of those things that's like, start getting ready for NMS. It's like, oh crap, I got to do that too. So, but either way, I'm constantly thinking about it throughout the week. So I'm just jotting out ideas when I need to. So
yeah.
But it
so
is.
I've finally got my 3-minute one off the ground now because I've done the first. I'm hoping to do it live mainly, but I did the first show as a pre-record, and I had somebody as well, and you've interviewed Joe Burt in the studio, man.
Well, excuse me.
So
See, I have to think after over Skype, but that's just me, right? So go ahead.
I tell you what, it was really cool, and I mean I know him really well, and also his keyboard player Martin. So it was a lot of fun. I mean I was nervous because it is a different sort of environment to what I'm used to, and obviously I'm used to pairing with you, so it's kind of a whole different sort of dimension. But it's good. It's it's pushing me, and over Halloween I sort of hosted a couple of Oxjam events for Phoenix Somerset, so that was good, and I did my spoken word poetry for the first time, so that was, it was good fun, and I'm really pleased I did it, so onwards and upwards. Yeah,
actually I saw the pictures for that, so that must have been something different for you.
It was, I mean the first sort of venue was, it was an evening venue, and it was in a pub, and there was a lot of drunk people there. And I didn't get heckled, but I kind of thought to myself, I can see where this is going, but it sort of taught me to kind of change my tact or whatever I did, which was cool. And then the second venue was completely different, and that it was a really great venue that would host poetry nights, I'm sure, really well. So but the whole thing was to raise money for Oxjam and Oxfam, but through kind of musicians and everything. So everybody gave their time for free, which was really cool, and we did really well on raising money. I don't know what the final total is yet, but that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's and it was a good experience for me. So yeah, I'll do it again.
Absolutely, and at least you're right. At least didn't get heckled. At least didn't get some douche in the crowd saying his buddy, "What did she say? Hey, repeat the last line."
Well, actually, someone did go. Well, it kind of tickled me a bit, but because he said, "What's that? A poem or something?" I just went, "Yeah."
This guy's a genius. Let's give him an award, folks.
But they were there to hear music, and it was a Friday night, and that's how it's going to be, how it is. So that was cool, and I did manage to see the new Bond movie as well.
So did I.
And I know you have as well. And for me, it's been a long time going to see Bond. It's not something I usually, I usually see it on video or something like that, but. It was very, very cool. I liked it on the big screen, I have to say. It makes a big difference.
Oh, yeah, I saw it with IMAX, which is really good.
Oh wow, is that the one with the surround?
Yeah, and the seats vibrate every time there's like a crash so it's pretty cool. And Bond, I usually go to see every time the new one comes out, I'll go to theaters and see it. Yeah. So I've been to the last 4. So Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, and now Spectre.
So. Would you say Craig's your favourite Bond then?
Yeah, actually. I mean, pretty much. I was talking with someone the other day, and we were comparing to, we'll say, newer Bonds as opposed to the old Bonds, because the difference between Daniel Craig and Pierce Brosnan is more gadget orientated and more kind of tongue-in-cheek humor. So it's almost like the difference between Connery and Timothy Dalton or Roger Moore.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
because they're. Go ahead.
I was going to say Pierce Brosnan. I just wondered if the storylines, like the first 1, 2, but I wondered if the storylines just got a bit ridiculous. So the gadgets were a bit. Well, it's always a little bit unbelievable, but they were a little bit. Too much maybe, and what I like about Craig is especially the first one, Casino Royale, is so rough and ready. It's like, wow. Such a difference though, do you know what I mean? It's like all the fight scenes, and he actually bleeds.
Is that the case, or do you think he's hot?
It just did it for me. I just thought, wow, that's cool. But I think, definitely. I mean, I think he's one of the most popular ones, isn't he? Because I think all the cinemas were packed. All the screens were packed.
Well, and
I thought it's good though, isn't it? It's good that people are going out and sort of, taking themselves away from computers and whatever.
Right. Well, it's exactly like you said. Daniel Craig is like, in my comparison is a lot like Connery. He's more solid and more rough around the edges, and that's kind of what people want Bond to be. I mean, it is a fantasy, obviously, but they want that sort of draw, and I mean, it was like I really enjoyed it, and I thought the new additions. I mean, obviously Judi Dench is going to be missed as M.
But she's been really good, hasn't she?
Oh, because she's solid, and she knows she means business, so it was a perfect role for her, right? So but go ahead, sorry.
I think, wasn't it something to do with her eyesight?
Yes. She can barely read the lines anymore, so she actually had to have them read to her, and then memorize that sort of thing. Unfortunately, it sucks, but I mean that's the nature of her age. So.
So that's a shame, but I mean, I think the sort of all the characters that are in it now. I mean, I think he'll probably do one more, will he?
Yes, I thought this was the last one, but apparently he signed on for one more.
Oh, okay, cool. So then it'll be interesting to see who they decide to select next. I don't know. They've said about that kid that was in About a Boy, haven't they? I can't remember his name. Who's in Warm Bodies, like a zombie thing. But,
yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he could be good. I mean, he's a good actor, a really good actor, but I don't know. Maybe
they have. Go ahead.
Well, there's quite a few years, isn't there, in between them normally? Anyway,
well, yeah, there's usually at least a year or two in between.
Yeah, so I suppose watch this space. But you must have had a favourite lady.
Well, before we get to that, Dave's been commenting from Grasscutter, and it's pretty funny. And he mentioned for those youngins, when we're talking about video, Dave has video or Betamax. So. And those are large size cassette tape. You know what that means into a VCR. Yeah. So, but the other thing
he's just said it's Nicholas Hoult. That's it.
Okay. The other thing he mentioned is he said he says I think Bond was in the hotel next to me all weekend. All I could hear was a woman saying Roger Moore, Roger Moore. And then he goes on to say that it was exactly right that Daniel Craig pretty much made Bond like the cold-blooded killer he was supposed to be, sort of thing.
Yeah, I actually I would totally agree with that. I think you're right with the tongue-in-cheek and everything else. I think it's been played like that, hasn't it, for years? But that was the reality check of really, he was, he's a spy, isn't he?
Well,
he's going to be. The worst bit was in that scene with the chair. I can't be watching that.
With the chair.
You know, where he's being tortured. And
yeah.
I'm out of here. It's just too much, that. So. But there you go, it's realistic, yeah, so...
yeah. Just one more thing before we get to the Bond girls is one thing is I was talking about someone with the movie again, and they said, "Oh, it could have been a bit more realistic." And I said, "Well, you can't honestly tell me that a helicopter going straight up and stalling out can be pulled out of the stall that easily." And I stood corrected because this person used to be a helicopter mechanic.
Oh right.
And
okay.
like, actually, yeah, you can. I was like, okay, well, I stand corrected then.
I've heard a lot of people say good things, but then I've also heard people criticise. But I think, what are people expecting? You know, I mean, it was good. I loved the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning in Mexico was cracking. That was really entertaining and really cool. And I just think there's so much action, you can't really complain because there's nothing to moan about. It's all there, isn't it?
Well, that's right. I mean, it was, like I said, it was a great movie. But as far as Bond girls go, I don't know. It's a hard pick. I mean,
Or is it Evergreen? She's very beautiful, isn't she?
I think it's Ava Green, but yeah. And if you go back to some of the older ones, and I'm sure Dave will agree with me on this one, but if I had to pick an old Bond girl, like who's be Bond girl, I'd say Jane Seymour.
Oh right, yeah. Which one was that? That's not. I'm trying to think. Is that Roger Moore?
Yeah, I think that might have been To Russia with Love. I think.
Right. Okay.
I think it was that one. It was either that one or License to Kill. It was one of the two.
Oh right, nice. But I still say that I like Timothy Dalton. He was in Jane Eyre, and he's still hunky. So.
Well, actually,
hunky.
He's actually doing a show now. They're taking a break before the third season, but he's doing a show now called Penny Dreadful.
Oh right, is he?
Yeah, he's one of the main characters. He's really good in that.
Oh right, I'll have to check that out.
And
so should we go to a track?
Sure. How about the new Science one, You and I?
Thanks.
All right, so let's dig this.
And honestly, did I fall into ever? Now I've seen the light that shines on me. Some things are meant to be. You and me will set the night on fire. It's between the sheets. Just move a little faster.